What's up, everyone? Claudia Pagán here, your DC United host. And for this week's Player AMA, we caught up with DC United defender Donovan Pines. He answered some of the questions that you guys submitted.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Donovan here.
Hey, Donovan! How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How's quarantine treating you?
It's been really interesting. Try to fight the boredom, just try to stay productive, read books, keep learning, and play FIFA.
That's good. Well, hopefully we take up a little bit of your time here to kill a little bit of boredom. So we had some, we went social and asked people to submit their questions. So I've got a list of questions here for you.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
So first one is, what are you watching on Netflix during the quarantine period?
Oh, man. All right. So a couple of my teammates suggested some stuff on Netflix. So I'll just go with the first one I've been watching actually with my parents, Ozark. That's the hit show that it's very interesting, great show.
So I just started that, so you'd highly recommend that one for everyone?
Yeah, I recommend it. Maybe it's a little bit mature, so maybe not for the younger kids, but if you're of age, you should watch that show. Very interesting, a lot of dynamic characters. Very, very cool and understanding of money laundering. I'll say that.
All right, so question 2 is, what's your favorite hobby outside of soccer?
Oof. Favorite hobby? It's probably playing FIFA right now at the moment, but usually I like fishing, and usually playing my turtle Jeff, and just playing I'm more of an environmentalist, so I like to be in nature, so just enjoying nature and hikes. I really enjoy that too.
You brought it up before I was gonna even ask your turtle Jeff. Can I get a backstory on this? How the heck did you end up getting a turtle?
Yeah, so basically I probably got him in middle school, and my sister's friend offered to give him to me because she knew that I love animals. And so when my sister surprised me when I came home from one of my soccer games with a big tank in my room, and I could hear water running, and I'm like, what's going on, And then I went in there and I see Jeff just sitting there just staring at me, and I'm like, whoa. And I just couldn't. I was just in shock. I was so happy. So from that day, I guess we became, best friends, and I would just, hang out with him. I would, take him out of the cage, make sure he's, living a good life. It's probably tough now that I have my own apartment, but I'm trying to move him in with me so I can take care of him and hopefully, see him do some fun things. But yeah, he's doing well at the moment. But it's quarantine time.
Oh, so very appropriate that you got a pet turtle because you went to Maryland.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna follow up with that one. Yeah, so
you knew it was coming.
Coincidentally, yeah. So basically, yeah. So I went to Maryland, and I got a turtle, and my sister went to Maryland. My dad works in Maryland. Now he's the president of the university now, so it's kind of funny. Everything just kind of filled in with each other, just meshed and just working out. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool dynamic.
So the next question is, what do you miss the most about Maryland?
Oof. Wow. Dang. I miss so much at Maryland. I think those were some incredible years that I really cherished every moment, and I wish I could, go back. I wish, I could go back for my senior year and enjoy it with the guys. But, I think the one thing I missed was just the camaraderie of my teammates and also the crew, and just enjoying the atmosphere that Maryland brought to, each game. And so it just felt like, we were loved, and the passion of the game was there, and you really wanted to represent yourself, represent your family, and represent the whole university when you played on the field. So that's what I wanted to do for everybody, and it was just a great experience overall. Also academically, it was great too. It was just a great time. It was a great choice for me. I think I made a great decision, and it put me in very good opportunities. So I'm very, very grateful.
So the next question is, how did your time as a Terp prepare you for going to MLS?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, each year I learned a lot under Sasho, Scott, and Jake, and Brian Rowland. And, I learned each year what my role was for the team. So I always want to play a key role, whether that would be, practicing and, trying to better the first team guys and try to make it hard for them so they can be prepared for games, or coming in as a sub and making a difference with 5 minutes, or always playing hard the time that I got. And so it's just just a great experience overall.
So you got to stay local. Obviously, you're here with DC United. Did you actually grow up being a DC United fan? And if so, what's your favorite memory of United?
Oh, wow. Oof. Okay, so yep, I grew up in the academy basically, but I started out in Columbia, but I always knew DC United because I started soccer when I was 5 years old. So I was always playing. I knew DC United was a first team, and then when I got to 12, 13, I got invited to try out for the academy or pre-academy, and I was like, oh, I got to make the most of this opportunity, and so I was really excited. I did well and I made the team. I was really, really proud of myself. And, from there, I stayed from the academy from U14 to, 18. And then I went to college, but now I'm 22. And it feels like I've been in the system for years and years, and it's just great, seeing just everybody from the academy saying congratulations and seeing them, how they're doing well too. And they want the best for me, and I just want just everyone to see that the academy is a great program, and it's always a gateway to the first team. And if you work really hard, you can make it. And I was just really, really happy that I got my opportunity, and I did well in college, and I stuck with the U23s and over the summer, and I think they kept tabs on me, and I did well in the NCAA tournament, and just the progression, and that's how I guess I got signed. So I just, yeah.
So you've obviously been playing for a very, very long time. Throughout all of these years of playing soccer, have you developed a pre-match ritual? Because I know some guys got some and then some guys don't.
Pre-match. So I always have a pregame playlist. Always on my headphones on my phone, and I would play that mixture of R&B, just to calm myself down, and hip hop if I need to get intense, if it's a really intense match, and maybe also a pregame ritual of mine is just always praying, and pray before the game, pray for the other team, make sure everyone's in good health, and just always praying. I always have my wristbands on, if you see these, and then I have my necklace here. And so this is what my mom gave me when she went to Egypt when I was younger. So just says my name. So I always pray to my family, and just everything they've done for me and the other team, and just good health for everybody.
I love it. I love it. So the next question is, what advice do you tell yourself to keep yourself motivated and hungry?
Just that's a good question. I guess for me, I would tell myself always that the game is bigger than me, and there's always people who want to, be better than me and in the moment. And I just have to say, okay, I need to keep working hard and grind, because I want to have a lengthy career. I want to do well. I want people to know that I always work hard. And I don't want to be, lackadaisical. I don't want to be. I don't want to be complacent. I want to keep going. I gotta have a good mentality, have a good motor, have a good attitude. Always have a good attitude, even when it's those dog days, like these, like it's raining or it's cloudy. You got to say, all right. People may be feeling the same way, but how can I, better myself during these times? Because that's how you make yourself from here to here, it's just that mentality. You have to have that mentality to keep going and keep moving.
So I'm gonna go off of this answer just a little bit before I go to the next question. Is, this is obviously a rough time for a lot of people. So what's maybe some advice that you've got for people that, to continue staying motivated during this quarantine period?
Uh, I think just, seeing, people working out on, I guess I just got an Instagram. So people working out and try to see what you can do to match that. So have that competitive aspect of your game. You always want to be competitive. So try to do that toilet challenge. Someone nominated me for that. So I probably should do that soon. Um, so, just try to challenge yourself because you never know what you could do. I have one of my friends who sent me a video, and he was not really a soccer guy, but he was juggling toilet paper like he knew what he was doing, and he got like 15. I was like, dang, that's crazy. So like you can surprise yourself with what you can do. Just try new things. I want to probably continue reading one of my books. I finished a lot of books, but one of my books that I'm reading, my dad got me, and then I want to try to keep learning Mandarin because I got a lot of time on my hands, so I can keep writing and try to keep perfecting my style and that. And it's going to keep the mind occupied. You don't want to be too focused and engraved on one thing. You can try to be multitasking and learning as much as you can during this time, even if you have class. I mean, for people who have school, I have school too, but I'm taking some summer classes, so I'll finish soon. So, yeah.
So the next question comes from none other than your teammate, Paul. He said, is it true that pine tree is your favorite tree? I feel like there's a backstory behind this.
Paul, real, you are one funny dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I guess, yeah, it is. It's probably my favorite tree. I can think of two, but I think the pine is probably my favorite tree.
It's only appropriate, right?
It's only appropriate for this. So thank you, Paul, for that question. I appreciate it.
I had to get his question in there for you.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
So the next question is, what is your favorite team to play with on FIFA?
Oh, that's good. So I love playing with Liverpool because that's my favorite team, and one of my favorite players is on there too, Virgil van Dijk. And also my grandma on my dad's side is from Liverpool, and so she died before when I was born. And so one thing I wanted to carry in her legacy is just owning or just hopefully playing for Liverpool and always supporting Liverpool as one of my favorite teams. So that's how I cherish my grandma, and always when I think of Liverpool, I think of her. So that's why I always play with them on FIFA.
Awesome. So, if you had to have a normal job, what would it be?
It'd probably be some sort of biologist. So I was studying biology and environmental science. I wanted to be a marine biologist, but then I had to change my major and do a couple things. So right now I'm an environmental science major, and but I still want to hopefully be in the field and do research and study mainly amphibians, reptiles, because that's what I was primarily focused on in college. I really wanted to do more internships when I had the time, but with soccer and school at the time, it was hard to find time for that. So I really wanted to do more internships, but it's okay. I still have time to get there and keep working hard to try to achieve that as one of my goals.
So real quick, can I ask where that came from? Because I know you talk a lot about, wanting to do stuff in the environment and all that kind of stuff. Where did that interest come from?
Probably at a young age. I mean, I love watching Animal Planet when I was younger, and Steve Irwin and the Jeff Corwin Experience. If anyone out there knows those shows, those are incredible shows. And I would always come home to watch that. And I'm like, Mom, I want to be just like that guy, and I would always tune in to watch it, and it always, brought joy to me just before I had to go to practice, because I'd have to come home, do a little bit of homework, watch the show, and then go train. And it was always something that I really cherished and I loved. So so I really, really wanted to keep going with that as I progressed through school, because I always liked science. Even though my dad's an engineer, he wanted me to be more of an engineering person. But I was just like, well, I like science, Dad. That's me. I like the environment and biology and cells and all that jazz. So he really wanted me to be an engineer, but I took it upon myself to say, nah, that's not what I want to do. I want to be a soccer player or a biologist.
So my last two questions for you is, first, who has the best playlist on the team?
Oh, best playlist. A lot of them have some good songs. Either, can I pick between two people?
Yes.
All right. So either Yamil Hassad, has some great Spanish music that I would love to listen to when I was in preseason. Very good tracks. He got me hip to Anuel AA and Carol G, and pretty good musicians, artists. So, and also O'Neal Fisher always has some good tunes. Always good music guy.
I can always tell who's in the locker room or who's working out in the gym based off the music.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Either it's Fish, or it's Fish on my phone. I don't know. He's got some good players. I'm always in there in the gym, and he always gets on my phone and plays a song. It's like, Don, listen to this one. I'm like, oh, this one's fire. Like he always has the next good tunes.
So last question, probably the most important question for everyone out there is a hot dog a sandwich?
What?
It's a hard one to answer. Everyone's got good arguments either way.
It's a hot dog. I mean, you have the bun, and then you got the hot dog on the bun. And you got a sandwich, which is composed of maybe, 2 slices of bread and the fixings, whatever is in there. Turkey, ham,
So the argument is that because it's squished in between bread, that it is a sandwich.
Because I get the thing, you can rip the 2 halves of the hot dog and make the sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what? I say it is.
I'm gonna have to put this out there and take a poll. I don't think it's a sandwich.
From what I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm just saying from what my logic is. If you actually rip the 2 buns and you can form a sandwich, but we'll just say a hot dog is a sandwich. I'm sorry, everybody, if you guys don't. Claudia, if you think otherwise, I apologize.
Donovan's hot take is that a hot dog is in fact a sandwich. I want to hear what everyone else has to say about that.
All right, guys. You heard it here first, all right? You guys can flame me for this one.
Well, those are all the questions I have for you. Thank you for talking with me today, Donovan.
No problem, Claudia. This was fun. Hopefully I can do it again. And everyone out there, please stay safe. Stay inside with your loved ones, with your dog, with your pets. Please stay safe. I know everyone's going through a hard time. Thank you to all the healthcare professionals out there. You guys are doing a great job for everything you're doing. We are just so thankful for everything you're doing for us and for the U.S. and just globally. Thank you so much. We really appreciate everything you're doing.
Such an important message. Thank you for saying that, Donovan.
Of course.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good, Claudia. Take care. Be safe.
Bye, you too.
Bye.